Hello students. Today we are going to start part 3 of module number 3, structured query language SQL. Under this module, we are going to study various topics, SQL commands using comparison operators, then SQL commands using string pattern matching like and not like. Then we are going to study arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, then logical operators and, or, not operators. Then SQL commands using various keywords like in, not in, between, non-between, is null, is not null, etc. Then we are going to study the SQL commands using order by clause, by using alias, by using distinct keyword, and by using various aggregate functions like min, max, sum, using the group by clause and having clause. Also, we are going to study the various string operations and various set operations. To understand these topics, we have referred the textbooks Database System Concepts, Fundamental of Database System, and Database Management Systems. This is a database, company database. So, in this company database, there may be a number of tables like employee table, department table, works on table, dependent table, project table, DPT location table. Tables are nothing but the relations in which we store the data in the form of rows and columns. When we want to insert the data, we have studied in the previous video all DML commands. Under the DML commands, we have studied insert command, update command, delete command, and select command. So in this video, we are going to study the select command in depth. Select command is very useful to retrieve the data from one table or from more than one table. So if I want to retrieve the data, complete data from the employee table, I can write the query as select star from employee. If I want to retrieve only the employee name, first name, last name, and address, then I have to write down select F name, comma L name, comma address from employee. So in this way, I can retrieve the data whatever I required. If I want to retrieve only the departments where department number is equal to 5, that query I can write. If I want to identify that who are the dependents on a particular employee, then I can retrieve the data from the dependent table. If I want to find out that which are the projects on which employees are working and who are handling by the which department, then I can retrieve the data from the project table. So select command is used for retrieving the data from the database. Various select commands now we are going to study. The first is retrieving the data selected columns. So I have to write down select column name, comma, second column name, etc. from the table name. So if I want to retrieve the employee ID, employee name and salary from the employee table, then the command is select employee ID, comma, e-name, comma, salary from employee. If I want to retrieve all the columns and all the rows, then write down the asterisk. Select star or asterisk wildcard from the employee. It will retrieve the complete data from the given table. The next is select star from table name where. And then the condition. Condition is to specify which data you want to retrieve from the given table. So here it is written that where the address is equal to Delhi, I want to retrieve the employees who are from the Delhi location. Now the next operators are the comparison operators. Comparison operators are used for various columns of the table like numeric, string, date, etc. So we can use various comparison operators like equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and so on. So if I want to retrieve the employee's details where the salary is greater than 40,000, then I can write down greater than or greater than equal to 40,000. If I want to identify that all the students where the total marks less than 720, then write down this less than operator, comparison operator. I can write that here. Select the name and quantity from the product table where the quantity is not equal to 2000. Where the product name is equal to t-shirt. Where the date of joining is less than 2003. So in this way, we can use the comparison operators in the where clause. Next are the string pattern matching, in which we are going to use the like and not like. So in the previous slide, we have studied the operator equal to and not equal to, which are used for complete string matching, like address is equal to Mumbai. But if I want to identify the pattern, if I want to check the pattern matching from the given column, like in the employee name, if I want to identify that which are the names starts from S, okay, or which are the, what is the addresses which starts from M, then I can use the like and not like operators. Suppose in the example, if I want to identify the employee ID, employee name and address of all the employees where the address like which begin with MUM and then percent. Percent indicates that any number of characters and any characters. So it satisfies the condition and you will get the result. Next, if I want to retrieve all the employee details where the address ends with MUM, then you can write down percent and MUM. So it checks the strings ending with the MUM. Next is if I want to retrieve the employee's details where the address like in the middle I want MUM, but in the beginning and end any number of characters and any characters. Next is if I want to identify that only 3 characters address, then I have to specify 3 underscores. You can specify 3, 4, 5 as per your requirement. If I want to identify that all the employees details where the address should start from M, then any character, then M, small m, and then percentile. So in this way, you can specify any characters, you can specify any particular word to satisfy the given condition. Now, arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operations are very useful when we want to perform on the any numeric data. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage, all these are the various arithmetic operations we can perform when we want to retrieve the data from the database. So suppose if I want to retrieve employee ID, employee name, address and salary of the all employees increase by 1,000 rupees from the employee table, then it will show me all the details, all the salaries increase with the value 1,000. So all of you know that select command never update the data in the database. For that, there is a update command. Select is only retrieving the data. It will change the salary and it will show on the screen. It will not update into the database. Similarly, if I want to see that if I increase the percent salary of the employee with percentage, what will be the salary? Then salary into 0.2, it will increase, it will show that how much salary will increase for the particular employees of all the employees. If I want to add the condition, then after the where clause, you can add the conditions. Next, operators are the logical operators and or not. So logical operators are used when the number of condition increases. For example, here we can give the condition that if I want to find out all the faculties who are teaching the DBMS subject and also the number of hours more than 3. So when both the condition satisfies, then I can use the AND. So AND is an operator which is used to add the conditions, number of conditions. You can add 2 conditions, 3 conditions, and so on. If I want to find out that who employees who belongs to the department number 5 and the address is equal to Mumbai, but either one of the condition may be satisfied, that still I want to find out the results. then you can specify OR operator. Not is used when you want to satisfy that if the condition should not be satisfied. So then that time you can use the not operator. Are in and not in keywords. So if I want to check more than one value, more than two values, if the number of values are more for a particular attribute, then you can use in keyword. Suppose I want to identify all the students who are belonging to the particular city, city is equal to Mumbai or Delhi, then that time I can use in. Next, select the star from employee where designation not in professor or associate professor. Apart from that, I want to find out all the employees. Then you can use not in. The next keywords are between, not between. Between and not between is used for a particular values. If I want to identify all the products where the price between 8,000 and 9,000, then the condition you can specify that between 8,000 and 9,000. You can add the another condition also by using the and quantity between 1,000 and 2,000. So it is a very useful keywords where the range you can specify between this. For example, if I want to identify all the employees whose salary is between 50,000 and 1 lakh, then that time you can use the between. The next keywords are is null and is not null. Null means when the value is unknown to us, is not known, or when we do not specify any value or missing value or unknown, then that time we use the null data. For example, if the employee is selected and department is not specified, that time you can specify the null. Or for example, if the student doesn't have any phone number, then you can specify the null. For if I want to identify all the values which are present in a particular column as a null value, then write down the command as select star from employee, for example, where department is null. Select star from the product where product code is not null. When there is not null, you will get the data. If there is a null, then you can get the data. Keep in mind that please do not use the comparison operator equal to not equal to check the null value. Next are the order by clause. Order by clause is generally used when we want to see the data in an ascending or descending order on a particular column. If I want to see all the employees detail where the salary is in ascending order, then that time I can specify the order by clause on salary. In the database, in a particular table, if I want to see the data in a particular order, I can use that column for the ascending or descending order. I can use more than one column also. If the particular column is a repeated data, for example, select star from product where name like pen and percent. Pen percent means any data which starts from pen. It can be pen, it can be pencil, or it can be anything. Order by price in a descending order. Here I have added order by price in descending order and quantity in ascending order. So by default, if you are not specified anything, it will consider as a ascending order. Next keyword is the alias. Alias is generally used to specify the another name to the particular column. So select product ID as ID, product code as code, name as description, price as unit price from product. So when it execute, it will show ID, code, description, unit price. These are the column names on the screen. Alias is nothing but the alternate name for a particular column. The next keyword is the distinct keyword. It is used to select the data in a distinct value with a distinct value. Select distinct price as a distinct price from the product. So when the data is repeated data, you can see the single value for a particular data in the particular column. Next is aggregate functions. So various aggregate functions available in MySQL are mean, max, sum, average, count. All these you can perform on a numeric data. So if I want to find out what is the maximum salary, what is the minimum salary, what is the average salary of all the employees, I can use all these aggregate functions. So suppose if I want to identify that for a particular code, what is the count? Then I can use the group by clause on a product code. So grouping means when the data is repeated data. So for this product code, there are 2 products for particular product code, and there are 3 products for the pen. So in this way, I can use the count as a aggregate function along with the group by clause. I can use the maximum, find out the maximum price, minimum price, average price, and sum of the quantity from the product table. So group by is generally used along with the aggregate functions, because I want to find out that what is the total count, average, and sum for a particular group. If I want to identify that how many employees are there in a particular department. Okay, so in a particular department number and count, I want to identify that in department number 1, suppose 5 employees are there, in department 2, 10 employees are there, in department 3, 7 employees are there, and so on. So I can identify that the department number and the count for group by department number. Group by is generally used with the aggregate functions. Having clause. Having clause is similar to where clause, but it can operate on the group by aggregate functions. It never will use the where clause along with the group by. If I want to specify that all the department numbers and their count, but if the count, if I want to find out that I don't want the count should be less than, for example, 8, then I will get only this data as output. So therefore, where I have to specify where the count should be greater than equal to 3 or where the count should be greater than equal to 8. So having is similar with the where clause, but it can operate on the group by aggregate functions. Now the next is string built-in functions. So MySQL provide various string inbuilt functions like lower, upper, lpad, ltrim, rpad, rtrim, etc. Now, if I want to, lower means if I want to convert the string into the lowercase, then use the lower. If I want to convert the string into the uppercase, then use the upper. Lpad. Lpad is used for, this function is used to make the given string of the given size by adding the given symbols. So I can add the given symbol and the number of characters should be, for example, 10, then that value will be n. Ltrim, removing the data. Rpad, add the data at the right side. Rtrim means removing from the right side. Trim is used to cut the given string. Substring, if I want to identify, find the substring from the given string from a particular location, from particular position, then you can use substring. If I want to find out what is the length of the string, then length function is available. So various string functions we can use along with the select command. So select ASCII, find the ASCII value of 2. It is showing the 50. The 2 you can specify in single quote or directly to, it is showing the ASCII value. If I want to find out what is the binary value of 12, then it is showing that 1100. So all these are the string functions you can directly utilize along with the select command. Select bit function, bit length. It is showing you the string str strings bit length, total number of bits in a particular text. Next, it is showing the what is the character for the particular values. So 77, 121, for that the value, the character is M. The character for this value, the character is Y, and so on. The next SQL functions are upper. If I want to see that all the product name in a uppercase, what is the what is the length of a particular product name? So it is showing the product name and the length of the string. Next, if I want to replace the particular product name by the another name, then you can use the replace. keep in mind that this replace command will not update the data into the table as it is a select command. It is just showing on the screen. Next are the set operations. So various set operations are union, intersect, and except. Union means addition of both the data from both the tables. Relational algebra, we have studied that union operator on two tables, intersect operators operation on two tables, except means difference between the two tables. So in that, two tables should be compatible with each other. Or if I want to retrieve the data, then those columns should be compatible. Then and then only you can perform the union operations, intersect operation, and except operations. Each of the above operations automatically eliminate the duplicate. So if I want to keep the duplicate data also, you can use union all, intersect all, or except all. So this example I have taken from the database management system textbook, Korth textbook. So in this example, set operations are used union. You can see here union, intersect, and except. Union is used means it's selecting all the course IDs which satisfies condition where the same is equal to fall and year is equal to 2009 and where same is equal to spring and year is equal to 2010. So all the courses from this result and all the course IDs from this result, it will union and show you the result. Whereas all the courses which will select from the select plus this select command and all the course IDs we select from this course, from this select command, it intersect. Okay. And then it will show you as a result. Similarly, here except means difference. Course ID selected in this first select command minus course ID select from the second select command. So in this way, set operations are performed. Now we'll see each and every command by using the practical point of view. Now we'll see all the select command by using MySQL. I have installed the MySQL on my PC. First enter the password, then you will get the MySQL prompt. Write down the command show databases. It is going to show all the databases that by default and created by the user. Now, if you want to change into the particular database, write the command is use company. So in the company database, I have created so many tables. So the command is show tables. Now, if I want to retrieve the data from the employee table, then write down the command select star from employee. It is showing all the columns, all the rows. Select star from DEPT, department table. It is showing all the columns, all the rows. If I want to describe the particular table, then write down the command describe DEPT. It is showing the attribute fields and their keys. So department number is a primary key. Employee, describe employee. Here it is showing all the fields. Employee ID is the primary key. Department number is the foreign key and employee ID is also the foreign key. So select command is used to retrieve the data from the table. So select star from employee showing all the details of from the employee table. If I want to retrieve the employee ID, employee name and department number in which the employee is working and date of birth, then write down all these columns from the employee. It is showing only those columns. Next, if I want to retrieve the employee details, but where the address is equal to Delhi, then I am not interested for selecting the data from Pune, Mumbai, Pune, only the employees who belongs to the Delhi. Then write down the condition where address is equal to Delhi. It is showing the employees. Now next is select star from employee where department number is equal to 2. So employees who are working in department number 2, if I want to retrieve that data, you can use the department number is equal to 2. Then if I want to see that where the salary is greater than 40,000, I am using here comparison operators. Salary is greater than 40,000. So all the employees whose salary is greater than 40,000 means first 5 records I am able to see here. Next, where the date of birth is greater than 2002. So here I am getting the data with 2004 and 2007. See here, date of birth. Where the date of birth is less than 2002. So from this data, I am able to see that 1990, 1980 and 2000, this data is I am able to see here in the result. Next is select star from employee, where employee name like S and percent. S percent means the name of the employees begin with the S and any number of characters after that. So I am getting here Smith and Sarita. Here I am writing that employee name like percent, I percent. In between I want particular character I, and before that and after that any characters. So I can see here Amit, Smith, Sarita and Vinit, where the I is there and any characters before and after. Now select star from employee, where the employee name like percent %M. So only one employee is there whose name starts with any character but end with M. Now, if I want to retrieve the data by using the arithmetic operations, so I can generally perform arithmetic operations on numeric data. So select employee ID, employee name and salary with increase by 1000 from the employee table. I can see here the salary is increased from 77,000 to 78,000 and so on for all the employees. If I want to increase the salary of the employees, all the employees by some percent, then write down the formula salary plus salary into 0.2. It increases salary of all the employees. It is not updating into the data. It is just showing on the screen. Select star from employee, where I want to change the salary of a particular employee, but not for all employees. Then you can add the where clause, where the salary is less than 50,000. So for that employee, I can check that what will be the salary after increasing by some percent. Next, select star from employee, where department number is equal to 2 and salary is greater than 40,000. So both the condition I can say here, specify here. If both the conditions satisfied, if department number is equal to 2 and the salary is greater than 40,000, that data I am able to see for all the employees. If I want to specify that or, then one of the condition if satisfies, it is showing. If another condition satisfies, it is also showing. So I am getting this result. If department number is not equal to 2 and salary is greater than 40,000, and if or condition, then I am getting this data. So in this way, I can specify the condition or join the condition by and or operator. Next, selecting the data from the employee, where the address in. Now I want to identify all the employees whose address is equal to Mumbai or Pune. Then you can specify the keyword in, not in. So in, if I specify Mumbai and Pune, I am getting all these employees. If I specify not in, then all the other employees who are not belonging to the Mumbai and Pune, they are showing the, here the address it is showing Delhi and Thane. Now select from the employee, where the salary between. If I want to use the keyword between 60,000 and 10 and 1 lakh, then it is showing the salary between these two values. I can utilize the two keywords here. Select the star from employee, where the salary between 60,000 and 1 lakh, or department number between 1 and 2. So it is showing both the conditions. Here I have specified or, here I have specified and. Based on the condition, it is showing the result. Next, selecting the employees detail, where the salary is null. Here in this employee table, you can see that the salary of the particular employee Vinay is null. If I want to see that, is there any null value in the salary, then condition is where the salary is null. Yes, I am getting Vinit and Thane. If I want to find out that all the employees where the salary is not null, opposite of that, then I am getting all the other employees ka data. Next, if I want to see all the employees data, but in a ascending order of employee name, then you can write down here order by EMP name. So Amit, John, Om, Sarita, all these data is sorted by the employee name. Similarly, here select star from employee order by address. Address, you can see here the address Delhi, Delhi, and EMP name in descending. So when the address is common, it is showing Om and John. Then if the address is common, Pune, Pune, then you can see that Sarita and Amit in descending order. Next, select the employee name as employee name. This is alias. If I want to display instead of EMP name, employee underscore name on the screen, then I can use alias, employee underscore name and DOB, date of birth. Instead of DOB, then I can use the alias. So DOB as date of birth from the employee. Next, if I want to see the duplicate data only one time, suppose here the address Pune is repeated, Mumbai is repeated, Delhi is repeated, then that time I can use the distinct keyword along with the particular column. Next are the aggregate functions. So select the count star from the employees. If I want to find out that how many employees are there in a particular table, so I can see that 6 number of records are there. Here I can use count EMP ID. EMP ID is the primary key that also you can utilize. Next, select department number, count star from employee group by department number. So for aggregate functions, you can use the group by clause to see that how many employees are there in a particular department. So in the department number 1, there are 2 employees. In department number 2, there are 4 employees. So total 6 employees are there. Next, select the department number, count star from the employee group by department number having count is greater than 2. So if the count is more than 2, then only it shows the department number and count. So having is a condition you can utilize along with the group by. So you can utilize here various aggregate functions like maximum salary, minimum salary, average salary from the employee. Now next we use various string functions like ASCII. So when I write select ASCII of 2, it is showing the ASCII value of 250. Here also the value is 250. Now for the employee table, if I want to display the employee name in uppercase, then you can use upper function, string function for a particular column employee name. It's showing all the employee name in a uppercase. If I want to see the employee names in a lowercase, then I can use lower as a keyword. If I want to identify total length of each and every string in an employee name, then you can use the length as a function. So these are all the various select commands that we have studied. In this video lecture, we have studied various SQL commands using comparison operators, string pattern matching, like and not like, arithmetic operators, logical operators, use of in, not in, between, not between, is null, is not null, keywords, order by clause, alias name, distinct keywords, aggregate functions. Along with the aggregate functions, we have studied group by clause and having clause. Then we have studied string operations and set operations. Thank you, students, for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.